Alright, so today we're going to learn about chapter 2. So chapter 2 talks about our cells. So in biology, the basic unit is actually the cells. So our cells consist of two types. We have the animal cells and we have the plant cells. We're going to talk about the plant cells much later. So let's go to our animal cells, the cells that is inside our body. So here, I've already drawn basic animal cells, and we're going to learn about the structure, the organelles, as well as the function. So start from the basic that you have learned during your Form 2. We have our plasma membrane. So what does this plasma membrane do is that it allows substance to move in and out of cell. And then we have the center of our nucleus, which is the nucleolus. So what does the nucleolus do? It produces similar to DNA, we call it the mRNA. What is mRNA? mRNA is the name derived from messenger ribonucleic acid. So what this thing do is that it allows the cell to produce its own protein. And then we have still inside the cell, we have our chromatin or chromosome. What this do is that it code for our genetic. And then, of course, we have spaces between the spaces surrounding our nucleus that allow the substance to move in and out of the nucleus, which is our nuclear pore. Okay, next, let's go to our other structure. We have the cytoplasm. This is something that you have studied during your Form 2. And this cytoplasm is the site for biochemical reaction. And then something that is circular and have dotted in it. If you look into your examination paper, or in a 3D shape, it just looks spherical. This is the lysosome. And what does the lysosome do? It produces a hydrolytic enzyme that destroy the other organelles when they reach the age, when they have completely carried out their function. And then we have our powerhouse of our cell, the mitochondria. So what this does is that it carry out cell respiration, and this produces a form of energy in the form of ATP. Next, we go to our protein production. Next, we go to the protein production inside our cell. Now we go to the organelles. Now, the first organelle that involved in protein production, we start from the nucleolus. The nucleolus, it produces the mRNA. And then we go to our ribosome. And this ribosome, what it does, it translates the DNA DNA component, which is the mRNA, into protein. So if I were to give you a visual analogy, just imagine a string. Now, on top of this string, it required to be assembled with amino acids. This ball, consider it as an amino acid. So one single ball is 1 unit of amino acid. And the entire chain, this is our protein. Now, the ribosome assemble all these amino acid on top of a single chain, and now you have a functional protein. But this protein is what we call the first structure. It doesn't carry out a specific function. So this protein need to be modified. So where does it modify at? First, we go to our rough endoplasmic reticulum. So what this thing do is that this protein that just got translated by the ribosome, they transport it from the ribosome throughout the cell where the Golgi apparatus, or we call it the Golgi body, what they do? They do three things. The first thing that they do, they modify, they package, and transport the protein. So for example, now we have a long chain of protein. This protein doesn't carry a specific function. Once it goes to the Golgi apparatus, what the Golgi does is that it puts in metal, it changes the shape of the protein, it folds the protein over, and this protein now can be turned into enzyme. For example, that you learned during your Form 2, the enzyme